the cloud.
Nice.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Tech Tuesday with my good friend in Daytona Beach, Bill Kerbox. And we've got a couple people on, and of course, this is going to go out recorded. But thank you, Elgin, for joining. I know that you are a man who is very, very busy. And just for you even taking the time to do this, thank you.
Good.
And there's a guy named Al on here. I don't know Al. But anyway, wherever you reside, thank you for joining. And thank you, everybody, for joining in. Bill is kind of my video coach. He used to be in Malibu. Now he's moved to Daytona Beach. And he runs this Tech Tuesday. We don't go for a full 30 minutes. We're about 15, 20 minutes, and then we are done. And so you can get on with your day. So, Bill, go ahead and take it away.
Well, Frank, thank you. I'm enjoying these. And this one is going to be, without a doubt, my favorite. Okay, so, there's a lot going on out there, but I'm going to tell you something. Now is a phenomenal time to get out there and actually talk to people about real estate. The head in the sand thing is not going to work. So I'm going to tell you a quick story. So I've been in real estate for about 39 years, and I had a burgeoning business in Marina del Rey with a partner. And one day I said to him, I really don't want to be here. I want to be in the high end. I want to be in Pacific Palisades, Malibu. And I literally just moved up there. I joined, I got an office and the whole thing. And I went out because I've always been an active prospector. And by the way, the word active prospector is a very powerful tool when you're talking to sellers and buyers, because the word active goes before marketers. You let people know that you're not sitting around waiting for the MLS or, Redfin or Zillow to get it. Anyway, so as an active prospector, I went out, I picked a neighborhood in the Pacific Palisades, big boy stuff. And I'll never forget it. I kept thinking, I was so nervous. I just did not want to go in this neighborhood. I didn't know anything about it. I feel like, by the way, this is what Grant Cardone taught. This is how Grant talks, right? About just get out and do it. So I thought, God, I hope they don't ask me what street I'm on. Anyway, long story short, I became very proficient in door knocking. And here's exactly how I did it and what I said. First thing, I went into an office. I talked to as many people as I could with a piece of paper. And I said, do you have a buyer for Pacific Palisades in alphabet streets? Yes. I wrote their names down. Okay, boom. I had that on my list, what they were looking for. I've got a family. I've got a single guy. I've got a guy looking for, with a pool. I've got this. I put it in my pocket, right? I would walk up to the door and I would just say the following. Hey, you guys, it's Bill Kerbox, eXp Realty, not that time. Hey, very quick question. Would you guys be open to looking at an offer on your home? No one ever whacked me on that. When I would go up and go, hi, I'm in the neighborhood. Oh, it's a beautiful home. Do you know that? No, I got nowhere. So I got up to the door and I would ask that question. Now, I got to the point where I was talking to maybe 12 to 15 people an hour. But what I realized is that leaving the right tool, the right thing at the door can double your business. First of all, talking to people at the door, here's one of the questions that I ask when they say no. Oh, that's okay. Let me ask you another quick question. If you were to move, where do you think you might go? Right? And this is typical Tom Ferry. And then I would go into that. And I would do like Columbo, right? Columbo always had another question. Before I leave, I turn around and I go, hey, real quick, any of your neighbors mentioned anything about maybe making a move or selling or doing any of that stuff? So I would hit it threefold. Ask them if they're open to looking at an offer. I would talk to them a little bit, and then I would leave them with a mailer card that I'd put a QR code on, which people didn't even know what QR codes were. And that QR code goes right into the CRM right now, if you happen to be with EXP, you've got KV Core. KV Core has a home value tool. It has a neighborhood report. So you can pick one of those, just put it in the middle of the card. You say, you know, Pacific Palisades neighborhood report and a QR code, and hand it to them when you're leaving, or if they're not there. I would literally open their LA Times newspaper that was sitting on the drive, and I would stick it in because I knew that would have the most dramatic impact. So I'm going to finish the story and tell you that I decided, well, that's fine, the Alphabet Street. So I actually started going up into the high end. I went in the Pacific Palisades Riviera. That's where Tom Cruise lives. That's where Sugar Ray Leonard just listed his house last week for $50 million. They're all there. Spielberg. It was pretty intimidating. I went up to one gate with the cameras and the barbed wire, and I pressed the button and I said, hey, it's Bill Kerbox. I'm at your gate. I just came by. Would you be open to looking at an offer on your home? They called me back. I listed the property. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't have enough stuff going on in that area. So I brought in a friend of mine, and we listed the property at that time for just under 4 million, which right now that property is probably worth about maybe 30 to 40 million. And that just reminded me one more time to get out there and you know, knock on the doors. Now, as Frank knows and introduced me about video is kind of my shtick. So I decided I'm going to make a new piece for the mailer card to hand out. And it's called, for example, what I'm going to show you now is Pete Middleton at your door, right? And so I'm going to share my screen here real quick. Let me see here. I know that's got to be here. Share my screen. I'm going to go here. I'm going to optimize. So I made these videos, and I've done this for some Beverly Hills agents. Frank, do you see the video okay? Frank? Okay. All right, here we go.
Yes, Bill, sorry, I was on mute.
Hi, it's Pete Knows Real Estate with eXp Realty, and I'm here in your neighborhood with my newest luxury listing. This is my video door knocking system because I didn't want to bother you, but I need your help. I want you to choose your new neighbor. So take a look at my video or scan the QR code and see if this is something that fits somebody you know. Give me a call, we can set up a private showing, and remember, it's your move.
So we set that up so that in COVID, he would put that on a mailer. It's a video door knocking. It's just different, right? It's got something different. And then you go there and there's Pete, and then we put a link there to his KV Core. So don't underestimate the value of leaving a card, but don't be that guy that's creeping down the street leaving a card, right? Talk to people about real estate. I would tell you this, if for the next, and Tom Ferry is all over this right now, the next 90 days, it's a big opportunity. Take and go out 1 day a week for, watch this, you're going to love me, 1 hour. That's it. Maybe go out 2 days, 1 hour each, and pick an area that is the most high-end area that you can find in your neighborhood, whatever, and go out and talk to people. Now, here's the difference. The confidence of what you bring to the door is everything. If you walk up and you're a little nervous, you're a little scared, you don't know what you're doing, it's not going to have the same result as when you walk up with something. So here's the second pitch. If you don't have a buyer, don't say you have a buyer. But if you can take the time to find a couple of buyers that, in pretty much any market, you go into a great neighborhood and there are people waiting. So go into your network of agents and take a list. Hey, Frank, you have a couple buyers. get that list in your back pocket because it's real. It's real. So when you say, listen, I'm come to the neighborhood. I'm talking to everybody. I've got a family that wants to buy in this neighborhood. Would you guys be willing to look at an offer? Simple. You need to know how to handle it past then. So I'm going to give you a couple of role plays. So what would you say if they say, yeah, how much are you willing to pay? Yeah, be careful for that one. Say that, you know what? That's a great question. When can I schedule a time to come and look at your house? Oh, you can come in right now. That's fantastic. Great. Can you show me around? And I say, and then I try and take control of it by saying, I don't want to give them the number, right? I want to defer only, not because I'm sneaky, but I don't want to get caught in a trap that they're setting for me. So if you go in and you look at the house, you turn around or you be prepared to have that dialogue and you ask them, how much would you sell it for? Everybody loves that question. Great. You sell it for 8 million. That's fantastic. How about I do this? Let me go back and talk to my buyer and get in touch. In the meantime, you get their don't leave without the contact information, cell phone, email. Then you go back and you basically do a quick analysis. You send it over. Say, I've talked to my buyer and these numbers in the ballpark, right? And then you have to go and do your thing. Understand this, that the relationship that is built at that door goes much further than just that one buyer. I've had people, I was walking away and they go, well, yeah, John, I'm sorry to say, passed away next door. And I know their daughter's coming here on Tuesday to list a house. I was like a bum on a ham sandwich on that one, I got to tell you. But be prepared to get out there and talk to people about real estate. The other thing, and again, where I was going with this to try and give you some confidence, aside from having a legitimate buyer and knowing what to say, the third piece is to have something of value. Now, I've got it one right here. I print up, can you see this, Crandall? So I print up, and these got little QR codes on them. Well, guess what? Guess where it goes? Right into KV Core. I take this little card, I get on Vistaprint, I order big ones, and I order small ones. And if you go and put your phone on there, guess what? You're going into KV Core. And guess what's in there? A video of me talking about your neighborhood and a link to a home value. Have something of value. No, regardless of what you may think, everybody still wants to know what's happening in the marketplace. So I would say the number one tool that you would put in the QR code on this business card or mailer would be a link. Are you ready for this? It just hit today, and it is Home 360 with KV Core. So when this baby, check it out, find out if you can get them. When they go there, it's your app that they've got, and it's going to go a long way. If you do, I know this just hit in California because I got my license there and they just offered it to me. The other piece that for the QR code or a custom domain, go into KV Core, go to the neighborhood report, which is areas we serve, click on the link, open it up, grab the link, go into GoDaddy, buy one, billsneighborhood.com, and put that on a mailer so that when you're talking to these people, you say, hey, listen, I appreciate it. You know, thanks for talking to me. Hey, here's a card. If you ever want to know what's happening in the neighborhood, sales, open houses, home values, just scan this code and you'll be right in the system. So that is probably my shtick. Is there any questions? Anybody have any experience that they'd like some, conversation about? Okay. So you're all professional door knockers.
No. We are not professionals, Bill, that's for sure. But
yeah,
I'm really excited about the 360. I don't even know a lot about it.
Yeah.
So maybe next Tech Tuesday, we can talk about 360.
Why
That
don't we
way
do
can
that?
get other
Why don't we
people-
do that?
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
would be good because a lot of
Yeah.
questions have come to me. Frank, do you know anything about these 360? And I said, no, I'll let Kerbox talk about it.
Yeah, I launched it at the, I launched it before they talked about it on stage in Vegas. I already had the video done. So here's what I can tell you in closing. It's the cheapest marketing. It kills me to say that because I own a marketing company that you can ever do. And talking to people about real estate is the most effective tool possible. So get out there and talk to 10 people a day. It's going to take you 10 to an hour, right? And let me know what happens. I know Frank is very committed to helping us grow as a company. Nothing is more attractive to other agents than to hear success stories of people that are active prospectors. So
I just want to close with this. Bill, if you don't mind, I'm gonna love on you for a little bit, but
take it.
Bill just got contacted by Glenn Sanford on Workplace, and he has seen the work that Bill has done, and Glenn has asked Bill to be part of the group. So I'm very fortunate that I'm such a good friend with Bill, and now
Or actually,
the founder of EXP is going to be including Bill with his marketing with Courtney in the EXP system. But the reason I do this Tech Tuesday is for any agent that's not affected with EXP, they can do the tricks and tips that you're doing and just be better at prospecting.
it's a prospecting game. If you think that it's not a sales game, you're seriously mistaken. You can't sit around and wait for the phone to ring or KB Core or video. You got to get out there. But when you do, you'll be, and you know what? Take your damn iPhone and I mean, make some videos. People even like it when you say, hey, it's Bill Kerbox. You know what? I'm out here door knocking. I'm in the Alphabet Streets, Pacific Palisades. I'm looking for a buyer. Put that on face. Are you kidding? People will love that. You know what? People love people that work hard and show up. You know, this lazy America that we're in right now, you know, and when's the next check coming? And I don't want to go to work. I'm sorry, guys, but it's time for us to go and to make our careers. This is when millionaires are made.
That's right. All right,
That's
Bill,
it.
thank you so much.
Got it, Crandall. Thanks,
We got our
everybody.
topic for next week. Chris, make sure we document
Yeah,
that.
360.
Okay, we'll see you here
All
next
You got it, sir.
Thank you.